This is Code.org. I'm currently working on CS Discoveries. I'm on Unit 3 Animation and Games, Lesson 20, the Game Design Process, Part 12. Moving left and right. Now that your enemy sprites are moving correctly, it's time to write the code to move your player. For now, you'll just need to get your character moving left to right and changing its animation. For this level, you'll be writing code inside the move player function. Use an if block along with the key down to detect when the right arrow is pressed. Alright, so we need to find move player function. Let's see here. Up, there it is. So use an if block. Alright, I think that's under control. I'm going to drop it in here to check key down. Let's see. Where would key down be? Sprite? It's under world, key down. I'm going to drag that and drop it in my if, because my if statement is it's a conditional. It checks the condition. So what are we checking for? If key down, which key? The right key. And so if it is, the computer says true, drops in and runs whatever we have here, which will be sprite X, use sprite X and the counter pattern. Increase the sprite's X position by 3. Alright, so what that means is first we need sprite X inside the if, because if that key is down, no one's named sprite, we have our person named player, yes, player. And then the counter pattern, what we're going to do there is use a plus, got it, and boop. And then we want to write here, we want to grab this again. So what this is doing is we're taking this property, player, so X is like a variable. Player.X means X is like a variable. It's called a property for the player. So it's the player's X position. We're going to tell the computer, hey computer, check if right key is down. And if the computer says true, it's down, it drops in and runs this code. And what we're going to do is say, okay, whatever player.x was before, we want to change the position, increase it by 3. So add 3 to it. And so the computer says, okay, we'll say the player's x position was 200. Okay, so it's 200, now it's 203. So player x now equals 203. And then the next time right is down, it says, okay, well, player x was 23, so 203 plus 3 is 206, zoop, and now player.x equals 206. When will this run? When does player move run? Let me just wait. It runs in our draw loop, right? Because we have to call a function, and that means we have to ask the computer to run it. Draw runs automatically. Move player will run right here. And the computer's running this like 30 times a second, so it's checking a lot. Use another if block to move the player left when the left arrow key is pressed. You need to decrease the X position. Okay, so for this, I'm going to do show text. And where was it? Move player. If key down right, I'm going to highlight it and I'm going to right click. If you're on a Chromebook or a laptop, to right click, you want to separate your two fingers and press down at the same time. And I clicked on copy. Now I'm clicking right click and I clicked paste. And the reason why is I think it's going to be faster for me just to type in left. And then I want to change the X, same thing, but I want to decrease the X, because then I'll be going the other way. If block is less, this time you'll need to test your game. Your character's sprite should now move left to right when you press left and right. Let's test. Yes, it does. Awesome. And so the code that I added, again, is right, where's all my ifs? Right there. That's what you want. You want to be checking if the right and if the left key's down, and if so, you want to change the X property of the player. Great, let's keep going.